is going on? Welcome to a long-awaited episode of Opinions from Offside. What is going on? I'll tell you what a start. I was just about to say. So we'll let people in. We'll let people into the secret. We just recorded about 15 minutes. Oh, fuck me.
Bless you.
Oh, mate, we just recorded
exactly how it was.
Where we explained that I've not been so well. Kanye's not been so well. We've both been away. We're going to that in just a sec. I said, try and excuse me sneezing all the way through, Kanye coughing all the way through. We just recorded about 15 minutes or so, we thought. Really good conversation, talking about the weekend fixtures, talking about why we've been away. Not one sneeze, not one cough. I looked on the timer so that I could think about how long we'd spent on the subject and when to maybe move on to the next one. Wasn't recording and hadn't pressed record. So, absolutely ridiculous. So just started again. First thing that happens is 10 seconds in, I've had a sneezing fit. So here we are now. Welcome back to a long-awaited episode of Opinions from Offside. It's been a little while. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step two, and all that. So sorry we've been away. I've been in England on a little short whistle stop tour of the UK doing shows. Kanye, where you been? What you been doing?
I've been in the Midlands. I've been out in Coventry doing a plastering course to give myself another string to me bow in preparation for the flight back to the UK. Going back to England with little Bobby. 1,780 quid it's going to cost me for me and him to fly home.
Absolutely ridiculous. I did say to Bobby it would have been cheaper for him to get a new owner.
I thought the same, but he's sitting there, eyeballing there, looking at his toy.
Perhaps he's weighing up his options.
He looks like he's in deep thought.
So how did you feel about the plastering? You feel like you got it down? I should have this conversation like off air, but I tagged you in it the other day when Paula was looking for a plasterer. So I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, she messaged me. But I already know about the job. I think she asked Tommy to do it, or Christian asked Tommy to do it. And I think it's not plastering, it's dry lining.
Oh, right. Well, if you need anyone to get plastered with, then give us a call. I'm your man. So yeah, I've been feeling a bit crappy. I don't know if I picked something up on the plane with all the travelling. And ironically enough, I'm away again tomorrow. So I'm back to England for a couple of shows. I've got to go up north. I've got to go to Leeds and Scunthorpe. So not looking forward to the travelling, but looking forward to the shows and to go and see some people. Good that football's back. It's good back. The Premier League. We've had the Premier League. Let's first of all talk about, we've got international fixtures coming up soon. This will be Carsley's first England squad. What did you make of some of the call-outs for the lineup? Definitely gone with the youth.
Yeah, I like what he's done. Like, let's try some new people and see what's gone on. Some of the ones that he's brought up, I've been surprised at. Angel Gomez for one. I've not really seen him play much. Last I heard, he was at Lille. Don't know if he's still there, but fair play to him if he's got a call up. Who else have we gone for? Nodi Mukiele, I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. From Chelsea.
Maduaki. Is he the
Maduaki, that's
winger?
the one.
Yeah, really, really quick winger, isn't he?
Yeah, Gibbs White is in there. And then we've got Livramento and Rico Lewis as well. All newbies.
I'll tell you what, I like both of them. I liked Livramento when he was at Chelsea on loan to Southampton. I would have fancied him at West Ham because he's got everything. He's got all of it in his locker. And obviously Rico Lewis, I know he's slight of frame. He's really good. He played a blinder against West Ham over the weekend, so we'll maybe go into that a little bit later. It's good, really, with Carsley. That's what we wanted to see. You know, if you're going to take a gamble on the under-21s manager, you'd like to think he knows them better than us. And it's good that we're building for the future with the youth, no?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the idea. The tournaments, the Euros are finished. It's a change of manager, right? Just let everyone know. Listen, it's a clean slate. Let's start again. I know certain players. I'm going to mix those certain players with the experienced ones who have been performing. If people have missed out, they've missed out. I mean, like, I don't know how anyone could have an argument for Rashford even being anywhere near the squad.
Is he in the squad? He's
not. No, he's not. He's not in the squad. But like, he's been poor. Like, since he got that new contract. That's like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And when there was talk of PSG interested in him, I'd have driven there myself if I was a United fan. Jesus Christ. He's just, I think he needs a change of scenario. I think he's stale.
I think it was very amicable and like noble of him and such an admirable thing to do with the whole school dinners for the kids. What a wonderful human being he seems to be.
Yeah.
But he definitely took his eye after COVID off of football. And when you're of that profile and that fame, you'd think he would put things in place. And maybe I'm speaking out of school here because I'm not close to the situation, but you'd think he would put things in place and people in place to carry on his work. He seems to have taken his eye off the game. And I think football should be his priority. But maybe I'm being unfair there. I don't know.
Well, if you're a footballer, it's a very short career. You know what I mean? Like a lot of footballers really playing at the top level, 7, 8 years. Like that bar the exceptions. On average, you're looking at 7 or 8 years. Like, well, the rumor mill that I heard was that after he signed the contract at United, after that really good season, apparently the stories say that he split with his missus, and that's
right
where his head went. Apparently, I don't know how true that is. That's the stories I hear from people that I know who are close to it. But if that's the case, I feel sorry for the lad. But you've got to focus on. You only have to focus for 10 years. Most people have to focus on a career for 45.
Yeah. You could do all those things, helping kids and whatever, which is a great thing to do anytime. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, you could do the extracurricular things with your profile outside once you're retired, you know. But it's a funny. I'm pleased to see Morgan Gibbs White. I really like him.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, really good player. So let's hope he gets a minute. And obviously, with the omission, the withdrawal, I believe, wasn't it, of Foden? Foden's withdrawal from the squad. So
Guardiola said that he's 90% sure he's not going to be with the squad because of a little niggle he picked up. But this could be a chance to try some of these new players because Gibbs White is a 10. That's his best position.
Yeah, I agree.
So it'd be nice to see him in there.
So what we got, Ireland and Finland, is it?
Yeah, Ireland on Saturday at 5 o'clock, and I think it's Tuesday. They have England to play Finland.
Right. So I wonder if it will be like a I know it's Nations League, isn't it? But a friendly style lineup, like whether he'll bring the changes to have a look at what he's got. I mean, I don't really see the benefit in playing your established players because, I guess I'm in two minds about that statement I'm about to make. I was going to say you're not going to learn much from playing the likes of Harry Kane or, you know what I mean? You're not going to learn. But if you're implementing a new system and a new philosophy, maybe you are. Where do you stand on that? How long do you experiment for? This is technically a competitive fixture, although, you know, it's sort of Carabao Cup of like internationals, isn't it, really?
Well, I think Ireland versus England, I think that's going to be competitive regardless of it. I think you're playing Tiddlywinks, it'd be competitive, that one.
Well, I don't mean in terms of mentality. I mean in terms of like the prestige of the competition. I would probably go to upgrade it a little bit and give it Audi Cup status. You know, now old Harry's won that and he's got that on his CV. Perhaps we could be a bit more.
Didn't lift the trophy though, did they? Didn't lift the trophy. That's what I'm saying.
I know. Do you know, I was on the plane flying to England for the tour. I listened to that episode and I was sitting there giggling my arse off on the plane. So yeah, it was a good episode. Yeah. What do you want to see? Do you want to see some debutants? Do you want to see a mixture of experience and youth, or?
I would like Carsley to go right. There's players that he will know, right? So Angel Gomez, Gibbs White, Livramento, Madueke. Those sort of players that will come up from the under-21s, he will know. So if I'm in that situation, I would want to see them, how they play at the next level and how they mix with certain players. So I would probably look at, like, if you look at the performances from the Euros, I think Harry Kane's spot's got to be under threat. Like he wasn't nothing at the Euros. So I think his spot is going to be under threat, and especially how Carsley decides to play. If he plays the 4-2-3-1, I think you've got to go with a bit more of a physical striker. I know Watkins has not had the greatest start to the year. He's missed a couple of sitters, but his all-round play is better than Kane's at the minute. Like he do the dirty running to allow other players to play, while Kane, to me, sort of does the bits to make himself play. And I think that's the wrong way around, especially on internationals, where it's slightly different. It's harder to get used to that sort of thing.
And you know, that's an interesting topic that we hadn't even talked about touching on. But when you talk about the centre forwards, and I don't know if there's anybody new that we haven't touched on that's been called up. But
excuse me.
But that was while we were getting plastered. Kane can't stay there on pedigree. He needs to put his socks up. Ollie Watkins, we spoke a little bit off camera. Watkins has come back not quite firing on all cylinders. At the same as Jared Bowen. But Bowen has popped up, I think, 2 goals and 2 assists, or at least 2 goals, an own goal that wasn't credited to him, and an assist at least. So he's popped up in the right place at the right time, but he's been quiet in the games and he's not looked sharp. So Watkins is off form, Kane's off form. Tony's just effectively announced his international retirement, in my opinion, with that move. And I don't mean literally, I mean figuratively, by going for the Saudi money. How do you feel about that?
I think that's mad. Bear in mind, he picked not Tony going there. If he wants to go there, he basically now, Ivan Toney going there is basically secured his immediate family's future for the next 10, maybe 6, 7 generations. Right? I completely understand that. If someone said to me, Fraser, go and work in this bar and you can financially secure all your immediate family and the next of kins and the next of kins, I'm going to work in that bar. Yeah, exactly. I'm there.
Introduce me.
It'll be one of ours. But I don't understand why he's not picking him, because on evidence, you can get pick play in the Saudi League. Henderson was still in the squad.
Yeah.
And if you've got Watkins off form, Kane off form, Tony's only not played because of the transfer thing. I'm surprised Carsley's not tried him. Very surprised. I would have tried him, because if you look at the other English strikers we've got knocking about, there ain't that many you could look at who are out-and-out strikers that you think, right, they're ready to play. So just because he hasn't played in the first couple of games, we all know that if Tony was apparently in the place to play, he would be playing for Brentford in all 3 of those games. So especially as it's a glorified friendly, I'm very surprised that he's not took him just to see. You got 2 games, you got new players coming in. Tony's 28, 29. He'll be there for the World Cup. What's to say? I mean, if Cristiano Ronaldo can still get in the Portuguese squad,
88.
playing in Saudi, why can't others?
Yeah.
So I'm very surprised he's not tried him, purely because of the limited options we have as a centre forward.
Who plays for the under-21s up front at the moment?
Eddie Nketiah, I think.
Yes, he's not ready. I don't think he's good. He's just gone somewhere, hasn't he?
Was it Palace?
Yeah, it might well be.
Did he go Palace? I think he went to Palace. But there's another one then. I'll tell you what, if you're not going to try Turner and Watkins and Kane, Kane scored at the weekend for Bayern, but he's been out of form for England, and Watkins has not been out of form, he's just been not clinical. Why not take Nketiah?
Yeah, but I guess so. Mind you, in saying that, I'm going to play the devil's avocado card, right? Because is there an argument for Carsley wanting to get off to a good start? It's already not a sexy name. He's already not a sexy appointment. Interim. Let's do the air quotes for that. Interim appointment. Is he going to go with the likes of Kane, who does have the pedigree and is proven? And she's not a Harry Kane loving again. Don't start with that. But is he going to go with Kane? No, not, if you could see that face, people that are listening. No, what I'm saying is, if he thinks that's his strongest chance of getting off to a win, is it important to get off to a win? Imagine we get turned over 2-0 by Ireland or pumped by Finland. Like, you know, and is he going to get much sympathy if he says, "Oh, I'm figuring things out, I'm trying players out"? People are going to be like, you know.
What would you rather see? As the devil's avocado, as you say, what would you rather see? England play like Southgate and be boring and get a 1-0 win against Finland and a 1-0 win against Ireland, or England get a 2-2 draw and a 3-0 win, but they're playing expansive, exciting football, stuff where you see players get the ball when you're off your seat. You're thinking, right, go on then. The ball's got to Gordon out left and he's got his man one-on-one. Or the ball's Foden's, your strikers push the centre-backs back and the ball's dropping on the edge of the box on a half volley for Foden. I would much rather see England play exciting, expansive, attacking football and then work from there, rather than go, right, we're going to drill out routine 1-0 wins, and then we'll try and play football afterwards. I think you're going that the wrong way round. It's a lot easier to get people to play freely, especially with the players we've got. I mean, bear in mind, we've got no mugs at the back. I'm pretty sure Maguire's in the squad as well.
Is he really?
I'm sure Maguire's in the squad. So you've got Pope in goal. Let me go through. So you've got goalkeepers. You've got Pope, Pickford, Henderson, right?
Yeah.
Your defenders are Yeah, Stones, Maguire, Livramento, Lewis, Konsa, Gahey, and Levi Colwell. I would expect with that back five, and this is no disrespect to either Ireland or Finland, with the level that they're at, they should be able to reduce them to a goal, maybe two. And I would expect our forward line to go and get more. I would much rather go with the old Madrid motto. You can go and score two, but we're going to score four. That would, to me, would be exciting to watch. I'd be looking forward to international weeks, not no Premiership games this week.
And that is a bit how it's felt. I mean, I agree with you. I want to see more expansive football in terms of personnel. I don't think you can just throw the younger players in like all at once and hang them out to try. I want to see a bit of a blend of established players and youth players coming in. I mean, there's no point making like wholesale changes and then maybe slipping up. I'd like to see a bit more of Wharton. Because I think
he's not in the squad.
Is he not?
He's not in the squad. Not in the squad.
So carry on. Go through the squad for me then. Go.
So I'll tell you what. You let's see what you would play. So your first game is Ireland, right?
Yeah.
You're now Lee Carsley, right?
Yeah.
You're not a sexy name anymore. Marco Levy's gone. He's out. He's Batman. Yeah. Who are you picking in goal then? So you got Henderson, Pickford, and Pope. Who are you having in goal for this?
Well, Pickford's your number one. If you're going with established, you've got to have Pickford. I wouldn't mind seeing Pope.
So you go for Pope. Bear in mind, see, how I would look at it is I would have gone for Pope purely because Pickford, not only do we know what he's got, he's played 3 games for Everton and he's had 2 mistakes.
Totally right.
So to me,
they're off to
I personally, I'd have spoken to him and said, listen, I would go, this is what you would think, like, personally. I would personally have spoken to Pickford and said, listen, I want you in a round with the keepers, but you're not going to play. So if that's an issue, let me know. You can rest and whatever, but I would prefer you being there. I want you there because I want to see Henderson. I want to see Pope. Your place is still my number one as long as you do what you do. But I want to see then, is he that character go, you know what, I know I'm not playing, but I want to do the best for these players. So I'm going to be around. I'm going to be helping. I'm going to be supporting the team. Or are you going to go, right, Everton are struggling. I'd like to be around the club. It's nice to see that sort of thing. Your defence, right? So these are your defenders. You've got Levi Colwell, Mark Gahey, Ezra Konsa, Rico Lewis, Livramento, Maguire, and Stones. What's your back four?
So I think Gahey had a cracker, and I think he deserves to keep his place. So I don't mind Mark Gahey going in there. I feel like I'm going to contradict. I'm going to sneeze. That's what I feel like. I feel like give me your thoughts on Gahey whilst I have a quick sneeze and enjoy myself.
Really good. I'm very surprised Newcastle didn't stump up the extra 5 million to get him. Apparently they were only short 5 million. It's the same as I was speaking to someone about the West Ham one today with Duran. You were 2.5 million apart. Just come on, 2.5 million in that level of football for a 21-year-old striker who's you wanted. He's got a bit of everything. He's got the ability to go left, right. He's big. He's powerful. He's strong. He does the running. He's exactly what you want. That to me is an investment to get back. I think in 3 or 4 years' time, I think that sort of money that's banded around now, it'll be quite high up. I think a big club will be looking at someone like that.
Totally agree. So I'd maybe go for Gahey next to Stones.
Yeah.
So that you're not ripping out the spine of it. I would like to see Rico Lewis and Livramento on the right. And then who have we got as left back options? There's no Shaw, is there?
No Shaw. So basically Rico Lewis can play left back, or you've got Ezra Konsa or Levi Colwell.
Well, see, I think that's slim pickings again at left back. I really do. So I'm not sure I'd have gone with that. I don't know why Byron Mitchell hasn't had a call up there. I would, if I was picking that, I'd have had Mitchell as left back.
He's been really good. He's been really good.
Really, really good. Yeah, I considered him for my team of the season for a video we're going to do later on. He's definitely in with a shout. Yeah.
Right. So your midfield, what are you doing? Are you going 4-4-2? Are you going 4-3-2-1? What are you doing?
4-2-3-1. I think I'll go.
Right. With. Okay. So you two holding midfielders.
So tell me yours. You told me Pope. Tell me your back four.
I've gone with Pope, Gahey, Stones, Livramento at right back, Colwell at left back.
Right, so we're pretty much in agreement, other than left back Colwell. But if Mitchell was in that squad, does he get in above Colwell?
Yes, he'd have been there.
So we're in agreement, really, aren't we?
In fact, you know what? I'd have started that purely because, bear in mind, on the FA website, they've got Trent down as a midfielder. So the only reason why I'd gone Livramento is to try something new. Ordinarily, I'd have gone with Trent at right back.
I know we just talked about not throwing too many in and not shaking the foundations, and we've just picked four out of the back five.
No, it's only two. Pope's been around England squad for a while.
I mean, but he's if you take the last game of the Euros,
we've changed three out of five.
Yeah,
you got
Cole, you got Kane. Sorry, you're right.
Rico Lewis, yeah. Go on then. So who's your two holding midfielders?
So I'd have had Wharton, but he's not. He's also not in the squad, is he?
No, he's not in the squad.
So I would have got Wharton and Rice.
Wharton and Rice.
So tell me who I have got to tell me who is in the squad.
In the squad, you've got Alexander-Arnold, Conor Gallagher, Gibbs White, Angel Gomez, Kobe Mainoo, Cole Palmer, Declan Rice.
So Rice and Mainoo, ridiculous that you just read out Trent Alexander-Arnold as a midfielder. But anyway,
yeah, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. So you're going Rice and Wharton, you said, or would you go for Rice and Mainoo? Yeah,
Rice and Mainoo, being as Wharton's not there.
Yeah, right. So
solid.
Your 3 10s. So you've got who play that position. So you've got Palmer, Gibbs White, Angel Gomez, Conor Gallagher, or you've got Saka, Madueke, Grealish, Gordon, Foden, Eze, or Bowen.
Gibbs White 10. We'll have Gordon on the left, and I would have Carl Palmer on the right.
And then who are you going for up top?
Well, who are the options?
So you've got who can play that position. You've got Bowen, Kane, Watkins, or any of the other ones I've mentioned.
Well, I'd go for Bowen up top, but he's never going to get a game up top, is he? But having said that, he's off form, but he's probably more mobile than Kane. Watkins looks really, really rusty. So, I mean, on the balance of taking my claret and blue glasses off, I'd have to go with Watkins.
Right, okay.
So give us your
mine's similar. So my holding 2, I would have gone with Mainoo and Lewis. Lewis has been playing centre midfield for Man City, and he drops in there. I would have tried him.
He does that hybrid position. He can still do that from right back.
See, right back, the reason why I'd pick it slightly different is I want to see how these players play. I feel like this team is good enough. So I would go with Rice and Mainoo, or Mainoo and Lewis, or Rice and Lewis. I mean, Mainoo's been okay. He wasn't great against Liverpool. I know that's only one game, but he's not really done a lot yet, considering how good he was last year. Maybe he's tired, whatever. I would probably have gone with Rice because I know he's going to be suspended for Arsenal, and I'd have tried Lewis. And similar to what you've got, I would have gone with. I'd have gave Gordon minutes. I think Gordon, would he play 12 minutes in the Euros? He needs to play.
Pace to burn, and he's direct down that left.
But what I would have done, I would have gone with Saka on the left, Gibbs White in the middle, Palmer on the right, and then I'd have put Gordon as the forward and allowed them to rotate, because we've got Saka's not really a crosser, Palmer's not really a crosser,
like a false 9 with a rotation.
Yes, you've got 4 players there, clever enough, fast enough, and good enough to rotate positions. Let them rotate, let them attack. Let's be a bit free. Let's not be so rigid. We've done that. Let's try something new. If it don't work, you've got players to bring off on the bench. You can switch it back. That's where I would have gone. That sort of way to go. Let Gibbs White do the 10. Palmer will float and do where he needs to. Let Saka do a little bit more on the left, because you've got Colwell who will tuck in naturally at left back, and then allow Gordon to go up top, because he's done that role for Newcastle. He did it against Liverpool, and it was really good. Like when he got Van Dijk sent off, and he was really good at it. So that's the way I would have gone for it.
That sounds great, team. I've not seen a lot of Gordon up front, like as a false 9. I've not seen that. The only one that stands out a little bit for me is I don't know how much you're going to learn out of Saka, and the benefit of having Saka on the left is being naturally left-footed. I don't see him rotating about and coming in on his right foot. He very, very rarely does that. So I'm not. Give us your argument for having him there, including him.
The argument is, you need a bit of experience. So because I'm going for 1, 2, 3, 4 basically newbies in the middle, you want someone a bit of an old head just for those sort of situations. The reason why I'd have him in there to start on the left, because Palmer can rotate. Palmer will probably drift towards the middle. Saka could drift towards the middle. Gibbs-White comes from the left a lot. Gordon will run channels. If Gordon's running channels, you now offer space. Like a team can't play a high line with pace. They have to drop. The more they drop, the more you allow that space behind their midfield 4 or 3 and in between the back 4 to allow players like Saka to get in the spot where he can come in. Yeah, he might go on his left a lot, but he can play the pass. He can do the run. Gordon will do the channels. Gibbs-White, he's got the eye for the pass. And he can strike a ball from distance. And Palmer, at the Euros, even though he barely played, was probably England's best player.
Yeah, made an impact every time. But I'd make an argument in your system playing that way and rotating so that one will go out like Gordon will run the channels, one will come into the sort of 10 alongside Gibbs-White, like sort of 2 10s. Do you know what I mean? At times, like with the ball in possession, I would make an argument. And you want to keep a bit of experience and someone who's not a newbie outright. I could make a case for Grealish.
See, I would have gone for Madueke. That was
he's another newbie, though, isn't he, of sorts?
Yeah, but bear in mind, Grealish didn't make the Euro squad.
No, but he's not new to him. He is experienced, more experienced than Madueke.
And the good thing, the reason why I didn't include Grealish to start with is because I would want to see the players do it. I mean, you could even go Gibbs-White from the left, Palmer in the 10, Saka on the right. That's not an issue, but I would like to have a bit of freedom. I would bear in mind this is friendly. Let's go and get the ball and play some exciting stuff. Let's go and be entertaining to watch. Let's not be passing the ball around the back 4 for 15, 20 passes. Like, absolutely. Let's have a go at teams. Yeah, let's go. Let's do something.
I love Palmer in the 10. I think he can really hurt people and really damage in the 10. But if we're going to put Gibbs-White in, I don't want him shunted out on the left. I know he can do a job and he can do it well. I want to, if we're giving him a go for this game, for this fixture, then I want to see him in that 10, Gibbs-White. And I'd like to include Palmer because like you made the argument for Gordon, didn't really get enough minutes in the Euros, did he? So I want to see both of them in there. You feel like we're going to get 2 wins out of 2?
I think so. I think we should. Again, no disrespect to any of the opposition, but I just think where England are out getting to European final, World Cup semi, another European final, we should be beating teams like Finland and Republic of Ireland based on their ranking. But is it end of the world if we don't? Probably not. But will it harm Lee Carsley's chances? Absolutely.
Bigger question. Will Grealish and Declan Rice be tempted to change shirts at half-time and go and play for Ireland?
They've already got a couple of Irish shirts, haven't they? Got a couple of Irish caps knocking about.
That's what I'm saying. Right, listen, that's been a good chat off the cuff. This wasn't even what we were going to talk about. But before we go, we're nearly at 30 minutes, which is a good little episode. I think you might have up your sleeve. I know you've got to be easy on me because I'm not well. But you've got up your sleeve. What have you got? A who am I? A controversial opinion?
It is a who am I. I'll give you questions. You can ask some questions.
Right, okay, go on in. Right, who am I? Yep, there we go. Who am I?
So, this is quite an easy one, I feel, but everyone I ask, no one's got it right.
Right, okay, yeah, you're dealing with different level now.
Different breed. So, who is the youngest player to score a Premiership hat-trick?
So, people are straight away going to say the likes of Rooney and Owen, aren't they? Right, so how many questions do I get to work this out?
You can go as long as you want straight up.
And that's a glowing reference. Right, okay, let's have a little think about it. So you've narrowed it down to the Premier League. So it's from 92 onwards.
Yeah.
I imagine,
youngest Premiership hat-trick.
Right, so youngest. So right.
You get 3 guesses, but you can have, what do you want, 5 questions?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, fair enough.
3 guesses, 5 questions.
Right. So I might waste a question with this one.
Go for it.
I'm going to make an assumption, knowing you, that it's not someone as obvious as a Shearer, Ruin. Yeah. So I feel today, mucky in the head. Yeah, I'm going to make an assumption that it's not one of those like wonder kids that initially spring to mind. It's someone a bit more obscure. Is that
So what's your question?
Is it one of those obvious Owen, Shearer, Rooney wonder kids that immediately spring to mind when you say the name, like goodness me, when you say the phrase youngest,
He was a wonder kid, yes.
Right, okay, he was a wonder kid. Right. Does he play for, does he still play now?
No.
Right. Did he play for, right, if you're not limiting me on the questions, what's his nationality?
English.
What was his position?
Striker.
Right, okay, right, I've got one more question left, don't I? So he doesn't play now. He's English. Right, what team did he play for?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Stoke City.
When he scored the youngest hat-trick?
Is that another question? That wasn't the first question.
I'll say you're tricking me there. Okay, rephrase the question to what team was he playing for when he scored the hat-trick at the youngest
Liverpool.
age?
That's 6 questions now, but it's fine. Liverpool.
Okay, right. Then I'll get 3 guesses, right?
Yeah.
Right, so Fowler.
Nope.
Owen.
Michael Owen.
Yeah, right. So that was instantly my reaction, and I should have trusted myself. But
18 years old and 62 days.
I just think you're more cunning than that.
Oh, no, I've got more. I've got another one for you. Right.
For this
episode, this will be a quick one.
So
I'll leave it to... Yeah, you got that one right. I'll leave it to anyone who's watching to see if they can figure out the other ones. Right. Cole Palmer got a hat-trick of assists in the 6-2 win for Mudieke. So he got 3 assists for the same player to score a hat-trick. There's only been another 4 players in the Premiership to do that. Can you name one of them? To the same player. There's only been 4 other players in the Premiership to do that.
Beckham?
Not Beckham. Beckham's not one of them.
Right, how many guesses am I getting on this to get one?
We'll give you three guesses, and then we'll see. I'll give you one, and then we'll let everyone else who watches it see if they can figure out the other ones.
Giggs?
Nope.
Salah?
Nope.
Right, okay. Then I'm out of guesses.
Do you want me to give you one?
Yeah, that's kind of.
I'm surprised you didn't get it because you're his biggest fan.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane got a hat-trick of assists to Heung-min Son.
Yeah, I could see that when he drops into the 10 and he runs beyond him.
Yeah,
but I try not to think about it too much.
There's 3 more. If any of you guys can figure them out without Googling it, pop it in the comments and we'll let you know if you're right.
Is one of them a Manchester United player?
No.
Right, because then I can say it. I was thinking of Kanchelskis for some reason.
No, it's not Kanchelskis. But I'll tell you what they are offline.
Right, okay. Do you know what? For the people watching in the comments, give us a little clue about each of the people we're trying to work out. A little clue. Don't give it away, but
one of them, I'll give them a really good clue on one of them, right? The game was Newcastle versus Liverpool. He got 3 assists for the same player in the game, so you only have to figure out who scored a hat-trick in that game. And he played for Leicester, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Bradford, and another club. I can't remember the other club. He played in Spain as well.
Right.
You know who it is?
I think so. Right. Okay. Next one. Next clue. Next person.
Oh, no, that's it. That's all you get. No more.
That's all you're getting. Right.
That's all you get. No more.
Right,
I hope you were one.
Right. So let us know. Let us know Kanye's mystery player. Who am I? Let us know the who am I.
Who am I?
Let us know what you're thinking about our views on the transitional period for England, the new look England team. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment, interact below. We're going to have some guests on. We're going to have some more episodes soon. Until next time, it's been a little while. Thank you for joining us on
Opinions from Offside.
Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Cheers.